sauce and some.
Land your plane, land your plane, land your plane, land your plane.
My bad. That shit had shut it off. Shut you right off. I thought it was gonna just go straight in. But go ahead, y'all. Let's get this cooking shit off the. Let's get this cooking thing off the table first.
Like I said, we don't have enough cooks in here to talk about cooking. It's not fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when you're not a cook, we can't talk about it.
I ain't gonna say too much. I ain't gonna say
I'm
too
just
much.
saying, just because somebody put some bread and some tomato sauce and some cheese in the oven, now they think they're a chef. That doesn't make you a chef.
They put it in the oven. They put it on top of the stove. It's the same ingredients.
I don't know what are you guys referring to?
I'm
you
just
forgot?
saying, bread.
Oh, you forgot about it?
No, you forgot about it.
Forget about it.
Yeah. Yo, bread, tomato sauce, and basil. That's all you need. You can make any Italian dish.
That's not true.
Yeah. You lit. You lit.
You need a lot more than that.
If an Italian person told you they grew up poor, they wasn't around tomatoes.
You forgot the oregano.
Italians do pasta.
Yeah, we know what they do. You're not a chef.
Yeah,
you know chef talk. You know what I mean?
Clearly, you guys aren't chefs because you got the olive oil, which is the #1 Italian thing you use.
Yeah.
Olive oil.
Which olive oil? Which olive oil?
You don't know what olive oil is?
I said which olive oil? Grapeseed. It's so many olive oils. Which one?
That would be grapeseed oil.
Yeah,
that would be olive oil.
That's it. There's many oils.
So we know
many
we're not a chef.
Olive oil is the anointed oil.
This nigga's.
I'm not a what?
I said that just clarifies you are not a chef if you don't know that grapeseed oil and olive oil are two different things.
I said, which oil do y'all use being Italian? Grapeseed or olive oil?
Which one do y'all use?
They use olive oil.
Which brand? Which brand is the purest for Italian?
Well, you want 100% virgin olive oil, but the darker the olive oil, it's the more pure it is.
Bertoli. Right. Okay.
I got you. Olive
don't
oil
ever
right
don't
here.
ever say I'm not a real. Don't ever say I'm not a real chef.
I got your real
Please
chef
don't do
right
that.
here. Hey.
I will hurt everybody on this panel in the kitchen. I promise you that.
You would hurt us, our stomachs and our taste buds. You would hurt that.
Okay, comedian.
I'm ready for the cook-off any day.
Yeah, any day. Any day.
I would smoke. I would smoke everybody on this panel.
You would smoke us out because you be burning your food. That's why you gonna smoke us out.
I promise you. I won't even joke. There's like he's a comedian. He don't joke about that.
But I take my cooking serious. I
just listen to y'all.
You don't know how I cook. You don't know. You heard when he came on.
I take my joke serious. Yeah, I take my joke serious.
Yo, make the red snapper.
No. I take my joke serious.
Why he asked me that? Why he asked me to make the red snapper? Because he knows
I take my joke serious.
Chef is me. Chef Cuz is
me. You're a comedian.
I'm multifaceted. I'm a Renaissance man. You probably don't know what
you're a comedian.
I'm a Renaissance man. I got more than one talent. I'm a Renaissance man.
So you don't cook and do something else?
No, he has one talent. He's not a Renaissance
man.
So
you're a hater.
I'm a Renaissance man. I have multiple talents. I'm funny and I can cook and I do other shit too. I can't list all the talents I have.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I see my talented. The crazy shit is. The crazy shit is I threw my voice to Mo.
Like when you ask me, is there something else I could do? He said, I threw my voice and let Mo say it.
There's
Now,
no way it could have been your voice
how
over
about
here. It would
that
have
one?
been stuttering. I said it clearly. The
I
fact I
threw
said it
my
without
voice.
stuttering, no, it was my
I
voice.
threw.
When you throw your voice, you don't stutter? No.
You talk too soon, brother. You're not a chef. You're a comedian.
You can be multiple things.
First of all, he answered my question that you asked me.
I was asking you because you said that he was a comedian, so I was asking you.
I know.
You can't be multi-diverse and do multiple things.
Hold on, let's go around right now. Dirt, what's your dish? I mean, if we do have the cook off,
Well, of course.
Dirt, what's your dish? What you gonna do? We gonna do it like on a Saturday type shit.
We did it Saturday night.
Oh,
I'm probably
God.
gonna do some.
Oh,
I'm probably gonna do
We're not
jerk chicken, coconut rice and pea, and I might make a cornbread to go with it. Some plantains. You know what I mean? Some nice fried plantains.
Jerk chicken, coconut rice with what?
And pea.
Pea, coconut rice and a pea and a
a pea, yeah.
cornbread.
And a cornbread on the side. Coconut cornbread. I might make some coconut cornbread.
Jig, what's your dish? What you going? If you're in the cook off? What you doing?
I don't think he can talk right now. He might be moving too much.
Oh man, I didn't do it.
Reese, what's your plate?
I didn't even do it.
Pizza, hey, spaghetti, hey.
No, we're not gonna go that because I already was gonna get away from an Italian dish because I knew you guys was going Italian. But I'm gonna give you two, so I'm gonna give you one Italian and one non-Italian. I'm gonna make lamb chops, baked mac and cheese, and collard greens, and then I'm gonna do chicken parmesan with Alfredo.
Hey.
Hey.
And I'm gonna make some homemade garlic bread too, because you guys said I only use bread.
Hey.
Homemade, nigga. Yeah, nah, that's way more than the store bought type shit.
Hey.
Jen, what's your plate? What you doing? What you got for
us? I'll make I'll make smoked duck with some potato puree. Now y'all niggas ain't fucking with me. I'll make
You
a
said
smoked
what?
duck.
Repeat that one more time.
Smoked duck.
Duck?
Yeah, duck.
Okay.
smoked duck?
Yeah, I'm on. Y'all will never ever in y'all fucking life fuck with me. I like this. I love it. I don't know what the size will be, but I'll create it. Now I'll create it. I'm just making shit up as I go because that's, you know what I mean. Like I'll say certain things that y'all want candy corn. You feel me? Like I'll do some crazy shit. It's no telling what I'll do. I'll do smoked duck. I really would do it. Right. Orange smoked duck. You know what I mean? Like I'll fuck shit up.
Yeah,
like
you
I'm
will
outside.
fuck it up. You will fuck it up. You right.
No. I didn't disrespect you. You said
I'm
your
not
plate.
Disrespecting.
You said
I'm not disrespecting.
Well, can I get my moment, please, brother?
My apologies. No disrespect.
You did your plate. Sister did hers. Now, as soon as I did mine, you just want to just jump in. Man, mind your business and just eat, cuz.
I was making fun of hers too.
Love it.
I was making fun of hers too, so you don't really. It's all recorded, so I don't have to say nothing. It's all
you
recorded.
made no. When she said her plate, you didn't disrespect.
You don't got no sides still? Candy corn?
No. I'll go off the fly. Carrot.
All right, so smoked ducks is all we got right now. Copy, cool.
Smoked duck, and then I'll just do some sides by the fly. She already did mac. I don't want to go to that. I'll do something else. I don't want to go off everybody's plate. So if I see you doing something, I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna make a smoked duck, and everything's gonna go with it.
No, we just gonna all go in. Everybody gonna be at different locations. Everybody ain't gonna be at the same location. We just gonna go pick a time.
No, we all in one party. Yeah, we all in one. No, we gotta be in one part. Let's go to Kentucky. 'Cause that's where majority of the party's at. So we'll go to Kentucky and we'll have the cook off.
We're not gonna do it like that. Well, y'all heard it first. If y'all want to see it,
I want.
let me know.
Yeah,
If y'all want it to
I
go
want.
down.
How long would that take you, Dirt, to make that whole plate?
What? How long would it take me? Give me 4 hours.
Exactly. So you're not a chef, you're not a cook, or you just do.
I like to slow
Oh
cook
hell
my
no! You're
food.
fucking the fuck
I
up.
like slow cooking my chicken. I like to
No,
cook it, and I like my shit falling apart. You want to rush? Don't rush. This ain't no
no.
chopped.
You said
Ain't no. This ain't
crack.
chopped. I like the slow cook.
You can't.
I like the slow cook.
You can't.
This ain't. Yes, it is.
You
I can bring
can't
whatever
rush.
I want to the table.
You can't
You're
rush.
rushing.
Look, no. I said you. I said you can't rush on smoking a duck. You can't rush that. So I'm not rushing.
How long is it gonna take you to smoke a duck?
Smoke a duck.
It's about 4 hours.
All right, so we
Yeah,
got
it's
the same
about 4
time. So
hours.
what's the problem?
So
So what's the problem?
your size is gonna be more than 4 hours.
No, it ain't. Coconut rice don't take no more than 4 hours. What are you talking about?
No, you're doing 4 hours and beyond.
Nah, it's the
So
chicken is my
your
longest.
whole look, I asked you.
My chicken is the longest thing I'm making. That's the 4 hours. Everything else is gonna be made within an hour or 2 hours. Come on, son. The chicken's my
Now you
longest
don't
because I
know what
like
you're
my
doing,
chicken.
bro. The
I
time's
like my
off.
chicken. I know more than what I'm doing. I can teach you. If you want to learn, you can sign up. I give you a free
Yeah,
class.
teach me.
You know what I'm saying? I put
Yeah,
you
teach
on.
me.
I
But
get you together.
but come to Gemini. Come to Gemini's case and teach me. Come to Gemini's case and teach me. You see my shit.
Nobody
It's up
ever
there.
told me about your shit. Nobody ever seen you. I know you could have been taking pictures off of Google. I don't know who eating that shit. No one know who eating that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't eat that.
I just cooked some chicken
Yeah.
tonight. And how was the chicken I cooked tonight, babe? You know what I'm saying? How was the chicken I cooked tonight?
The chicken
Yeah,
tonight
but
is very good.
Yeah.
Of course, you're basic. You're basic, bro.
Yeah.
You're basic.
Yeah.
The purpose of a
Yeah.
cook-off is to listen.
Yeah.
All right, man. Damn, man. Come on, man. The purpose of a cook-off is to show your best plate,
Okay.
right? So I went outside and said smoked up. You want some
Okay.
oxtails and chicken?
I didn't say
That's
oxtails. I
normal.
said jerk chicken.
That's still normal. That's still normal.
you?
I will outdo you with the smoked duck.
You wouldn't do that.
I will outdo you with the smoked duck. I will outdo the panel with the smoked duck.
You're gonna just waste your money making duck because you're gonna pay all that money to buy some duck and it's gonna come out nasty.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay.
You be better to duck me. Instead of making duck, you need to turn from duck and duck me.
See, it's all yeah.
It's what I do. It's what I
Wait,
do.
wait. Let's ask Cuzzo. Cuzzo,
In the building.
in a cookout on a Saturday night, what's your best dishes you're making?
For a cookout?
Yep. No. We're gonna have a cook off on a Saturday night. What's the best dish you're making?
Me?
Yes, you.
Casserole.
Red
I'll
snapper.
probably do a lasagna, something light. Or
you went Italian, okay.
Or that's my best thing I cook is lasagna.
All right. I might have to make 3 dishes because we're gonna have to cook that lasagna.
Yeah, I can do a steak.
Oh no, everybody cook. That's what you do.
Oh my god.
One weekend, it'll be a lasagna cook-off. Everybody cook their rendition of a lasagna, and then the next week we'll do dishes. So yeah, that'd be cool. Because lasagna, everybody can flex their own type of. You feel me? You got seafood lasagna.
But when it come to that steak though, yeah, probably do a steak, asparagus, and
it's too basic,
with a light garlic mash.
See what goes on with there? He goes on. Yeah. See, that's the rope. That's tied
Put
down
your
to
seatbelt
a
on.
cook-off. I'm going outside.
No, he's
I'm going outside the
you're
box.
doing extra on a cook-off. Like it's something that you would eat regularly. That's
You're
gonna make you a
supposed
good
to,
chef at that. If you ain't
but
never
I
smoked a
mastered
duck,
that
you don't
already.
know if you can cook a duck.
No, I did this already. I promise you, I've done I've done this already, sis. I've done this shit already. I am outside. I'm Gemini's case for real. I really am.
I haven't
So when it's
tasted
cook off,
nothing that you made, son. Who vouching for you, man? Yo, Mega, can the man cook?
Hey, one.
I can hear you. Shut the fuck up talking.
Stop talking to your kids like that in the car, man.
Can you put
You
your
driving?
seatbelt on? It's beeping.
Yeah, put your seatbelt on, man. Respect the laws, man. Respect the law and respect your jaw. Which brings us to our
respect his
first,
jaw.
our
The
first
jaw.
little
If you
thing.
if you respected your jaw, you wouldn't be eating nothing he cooked. You just lazy. You don't want to cook
What's
yourself.
your thoughts? What's your thought? What's your thought or some words that come to mind when you hear the word communication?
Communication.
Yes, sir.
How a motherfucker can lie and think they're a goddamn chef just for conversation. Niggas just jump out the window and want to lie to kick it like they Gordon Ramsay. Oh, that's basic. That's
Yeah.
basic. I ain't seen nothing extravagant. I went to your motherfucking TikTok. All I seen was a bunch of damn AI pictures. I said, this nigga, AI pictures.
What?
Yeah.
You don't know how to drizzle no
So,
damn caramel like that.
Talk about it.
so that's nothing but love. That's nothing but love. All y'all give me is love. Because if you think that's AI pictures, that's nothing but love.
No, I don't think a damn thing. I know what the hell that is. I know
Those is
artificial
AI
intelligence when
pictures.
I see it. Yeah.
You know what the heaviest part is? Niggas could take other niggas' pictures and videos and edit it together and make it look like it's theirs, and then they want to get the props. And even the picture you took wasn't good props, nigga. It wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? That's the
Yo,
problem.
nah, for real, you know what the heaviest part about that is?
What?
That's light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga want to
Yo.
smoke duck. Why you want to smoke no duck, nigga?
Nigga over there smoking drakes.
Nobody want to smoke duck.
No.
Now I love it. I love it. I love the
Pass it around.
criticism
Pass it
because
around.
look,
You
all
land.
y'all gonna do,
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold
all
on.
y'all
Hold on.
gonna
One second,
do,
Jim. Hold on. Hold on. Hold
all
on.
y'all
You
gonna.
land. Stick.
Huh?
You landed.
Y'all in.
Jim, go ahead. Communication. Go ahead. Finish your thoughts, and then you go. What's your thoughts on the words that come to mind when you hear communication?
I communicate. Wait, because now. You can't do that because I want to address bro.
Address them, and then
He was talking
question.
about, but he.
Worry about the dressing for that weak ass duck.
I will go live. I will go live for the panel if I can get blessed the stage for the panel. If I can get blessed the stage, if we just jumping on and you give me a moment, I can get on this panel and fuck y'all niggas heads up. We're already on for 3 or 4 hours, right? So I'll try to hurry up and do this in like an hour and a half. You know what I mean? Like I will turn this motherfucker out. Y'all are basic. That shit I mastered 20 years ago. I mastered all the lamb, all the steak. I cut steak. I've done things that y'all would never do in the kitchen. Ever. Y'all niggas never sat and fucking cut 3 bags of onions?
Nah,
Y'all niggas
I
ain't never do
wouldn't.
that shit, cuz.
Nah, I'm not
Cutting
cutting 3
onion is
bags of
basic.
See,
onions.
that's chefs, man. That's not. I did that. That's not a contradiction. I'm not gonna tell you something I didn't do
No,
in the
but cutting
kitchen,
an onion is basic.
That's basic.
right? For
I got my
three
vegetable. I
bags
got
of
my
onions.
vegetable slicer from TikTok. Go get you a vegetable
No,
slicer.
no.
Right? That's basic. That's basic. You don't even have the proper tools to have a proper conversation about cooking. Who the hell still cutting onions with all of these products out here? I got an onion slicer. And slice it one way and then slice it the other way.
I
You
didn't
know what
say
they do?
that. I didn't say
That's
that,
what
man. I didn't
they
say
do.
that.
That's baked onions, nigga.
I said,
You're
right.
basic.
I said, y'all niggas ain't never cut 3 bags. Bro, come on, man. You're not in the kitchen, bro. You're driving a car. Chill. No one on this panel that's challenging me in cooking, I challenge you. Y'all niggas never cut 3 bags of onions. That's the starting point. That's getting your knife. That's getting your knife ready. That's having your hands tilted to where you know how to cut with any
Can I
type of
ask,
knife.
ask a question? Can I ask a question?
So no. You can't ask the question. You can't do nothing but listen. Now, as far as cooking, what we're doing is just joking and having jokes, and I love it all. But I promise you, I do this for so long that I take this shit serious. Like I said, I like to listen to y'all and tell me smoking duck. I ain't never do it before, and I'm a burn it and all that crazy shit. And yeah, all that's love. Give me the hate, but when you fuck with my food, bro,
Nobody never said you didn't
yeah,
smoke duck. We said we didn't give a fuck. That's what we said. Yo, please quote me correctly. You could smoke duck, you could fry it, bake it, slam it down, basil it. I don't give a fuck about no damn smoked duck.
you asked me what my cook-off plate would be. You had yours. That was mine. That was mine. So I don't care how loud you are. You don't make no sense. It's the plate I would bring to the cook-off.
You gonna bring some smoked duck?
No, I'm a make smoked duck. I'm not bringing it. I'm gonna make it in front of y'all face. I'm gonna smoke the duck in front of y'all face. Ain't we all cooking off in front of each other?
No,
I'm
I
gonna do
wouldn't
it in
cook
front of
off.
your face.
I wouldn't do a cook off online. We would have to be in the. I want to be able to
Yeah,
taste
that
the
don't
thing.
make no sense.
Because some shit to look good, but it might not taste good. I
No,
want you
I
to
didn't.
taste it. I'm just
No,
saying.
no,
I'm
no.
telling
I
you.
agree with the. I agree. No, I agree. I agree that we all should be together. I don't want no cook off
Yeah,
on no TV show. I want to taste each other's food. That's what I would bring to the table.
yeah.
That duck
Smoked
gonna be
duck,
dry as
and
hell.
then I'll do.
Respectfully. All right, Dirk.
Dry ass.
What's
What's your
up?
thoughts or some words that come to mind when you hear communication?
Um, one word that come to mind to me. Well, excuse me. Hold on. It's funny because I taught a class on communication for a little bit. It's one of the things I was teaching. And when I was teaching the class, I learned something myself. You feel me? And the thing I learned myself is how important listening is. Like a lot of people are great talkers. I'm a great talker. You know what I mean? But I didn't realize how important listening was to communication. I didn't realize that. And that was something that really stuck with me. Like the idea of listening. You know what I mean? Because most people, if you ask them if they're a great communicator, they're going to explain it a certain way. They're not going to tell you, oh, I'm good at listening. So I think that that's a very important thing to me. You know what I mean? Because obviously, like an example is like we're talking right now, and we keep telling this guy we don't like duck, and if we're the judges and we don't like duck, and he's thinking he's going to smoke a duck and cook it, and that's going to mean something to us. If we don't like duck, then what? How's that going to help? He's not listening. You know what I'm saying? He's not able to hear that. That's like me saying I'm gonna cook some ostrich. I could be the best ostrich cooker in the world, but if people don't eat ostrich, they don't want it. It don't matter. So I think that's a key of communication and listening. Do I want some Daffy Duck on a plate? No, I don't want that. Do I want a Donald Duck plate? No, I don't want that. You know what I mean? I don't want that. Take that shit somewhere else, man. Take that shit somewhere else. Take that plate, throw that shit in the garbage. Don't even bring it to the table. Take that shit to a garbage. Throw that shit in there. All right? Real chef make food for the people they're making the food for. They just not just trying to impress you by throwing a fancy animal out there. Oh, I'm about to make some motherfucking peacock. I don't give a fuck if you're making peacock. And then I want to know, why would a nigga be cutting 3 bags of onions? What the fuck was you about to cook that was going to take 3 bags of onions? So you just wasted it? You just wasted onions? Because ain't no meal that you make, and I don't give a fuck how many people how the fuck was you cooking for the whole Smith projects? You needed 3 bags of onions? So you just was cutting them up? Just stop it. Stop with the cap. Stop making movies on him. This shit ain't Sora. This ain't like when you're doing your TikTok videos. You could just make it up as you go along. This is real life. Okay? This ain't no fake shit. This is real life. Niggas know how I cook. Niggas know how I give it up in the kitchen. I've been cooking since I was probably like 5. I learned how to cook eggs. My mom taught me how to cook eggs, nigga. So it's like all this other shit. Like niggas, like it's like, yo, it's awkward. Niggas don't got no history cooking. Now niggas want everybody to look at them. Niggas know me as Chef Cousins Me. That's my other name. That's my other name. Like, I don't know what's up with niggas. Like, niggas have no history in cooking, son. Like, I used to make empanadas at the spot. I used to make empanadas. Is that fancy enough for you? Huh? Empanadas? Did that do it for you? You probably don't even know how to make an empanada. You probably don't even know what that is. If I came to get an empanada from you, I get nada. That's the only part I'm gonna get from the amp. I'm not gonna get the amp or the I'm just gonna get the nada because I ain't gonna get shit because you don't know how to make that. Niggas don't know how to chef that type of shit up. I make an empanada peanut butter and jelly for dessert. Fry that up. You ain't even never think of nothing like that's what I'm saying. Niggas ain't creative. I smoke some niggas. Come on, son. Who the fuck? Come on, nigga. Where you at when you been in the hood? Nigga want to eat some smoked duck at? What hood you been in? What hood was that? What hood was that? I'm from the hood, nigga. Only thing we smoke is niggas. We don't smoke ducks. We smoke niggas, nigga. That's what we smoke out here. Pull that nigga, bow. You know what I'm saying? We don't smoke no duck, nigga.
Like
I sound like a nigga from Chicago or something. I think I'm with Lil Durk family. That's the only niggas that smoking duck, nigga. The niggas from Lil Durk, OTF, nigga. Other than that, we ain't on that. Nigga, I'm a fucking real live chef in this world. I've been cooking my whole life. I was up north, nigga. I would have got left up north, but I was the chef up north. Nigga.
Shout out to Leo in the building.
Yeah. I was up north. Shit was dangerous up there, but I would have got left up north, but I was the chef up north, nigga.
Exactly, man. Thank you, man, for your thoughts, man. Reese, what's your thought or words that come to mind when you hear the word communication?
I would say that
this ain't over. This ain't over.
One
This
word that I would say, I'm talking. One word that I would say would be clarity. Because I feel like that sometimes when you're communicating with somebody, and if you're not an effective communicator, then you're not getting what you're looking for. So I feel like if you're really communicating, you're getting the clarity that you're seeking. And then I also would say understanding. And it kind of ties into the listening part, because you can talk to somebody all day, but if you're not actively listening to understand what they're trying to say or what point they're trying to get across or what emotion it may be, then you're not going to really understand the conversation. So then you can communicate, but you're still going to be left with like unresolved questions or answers that you're looking for. But I think clarity is one of the biggest things, and empathy. Like you can understand if you're actively communicating truly, then you can understand somebody else's point and feelings, and hopefully they can do the same for you.
I like that. Words that I hear in communication is language. Even though language sounds like, all right, that is a part of communication, but language, there's many dynamics of communication. Also, Mo mentioned on that listening is one. Listening is I would say a top. You feel me? Like top three, top five type thing. Listening will be high up there. Um, but there's other forms of, you feel me, communication that people that if not aware of, some things can be misunderstood, misrepresented type shit. Frequency, I would say, is a resonance. If you're not along the same frequency, things get misunderstood. You feel me? Or things go over your head type shit. Um, what else? Yeah, frequency and resonance, energy. Some of the words that I think communication. Um, what else is the other one? What is some words or some thoughts that come to mind when y'all hear commitment? Reese, we start with you.
Um, hmm.
Commitment.
Let me think about this one.
All right, we can circle back around. Who wants to jump out?
Commitment,
Yes, sir.
dedication to something through all of the bullshit.
Okay, good one. You got any more, or use our land to let the next person know? Jump out.
Dedication, um, like being being real like focused on ending a goal, on achieving that. Um, less distraction. And I land with that.
I'm going to kind of piggyback off what he said. I definitely think that dedication is one of the biggest parts of a commitment. Um, in the aspect that you're like basically binding yourself to something when you're making a commitment, and your goal should be to see that commitment all the way through. Um, and it does take a lot of like power, strength. Um, and I feel like some commitments are short-term commitments and some are long. And when you're doing a short-term commitment, there might not be so many steps, but when you're making a long-term commitment, you got have a lot of like force and power and dedication to keep pushing till you achieve what that commitment actually is. Um, so dedication is definitely a good one, and you want to bind yourself to that commitment. So don't make a commitment if you're not going to do all the steps that are necessary to achieve that and keep that commitment active. And I'm going to land with that.
Respectful. Jam, Stig.
Commitment. I don't know. It's just having that structure, like this having that. This is if it works out, it works out. So commitment will be what you put in, I put in. right? I can take it back off of Reed. You know what I mean? He said it. You know what I mean? Like just having that goal together type shit, right? So commit to the relationship, right? Go through the bullshit, deal with love the happiness and all that. Be committed, stay focused, build the brand, own it. I land with that.
And I
Respectful.
do want to say that like commitment could be on so many multiple different levels because you can make a commitment to yourself, you can make a commitment to a partner, you can make a commitment to your job. So I don't want it to get like confused that commitment is only related to a relationship because the biggest commitment is to yourself. Because if you don't commit to yourself, you can definitely not commit to anybody else. And I was having this conversation earlier about commitment. Um, and like one of the things that was brought up was like health and wellness. And like it's so hard for people to diet these days because there's so many temptations, is what people say about different foods and stuff. But if you're making that commitment, it's not going to be handed to you. You have to do the footwork and the groundwork to achieve that commitment because, yeah, I can drive past McDonald's, but I also can drive past a salad place. So to me, it's like any type of commitment you're making, you have to make that commitment to yourself and build the stepping stones before you can make any commitment to anything else or anyone else.
Okay. Six still in the building? Oh, it's just us four. All
I
right.
think he left. He'll be back.
Commitment. Yeah, and I want to highlight what veggie back off of what just Reese just said. Present. I was gonna say present. Where you are in this specific space and time, whether you are yourself or with a partner. You feel me? And how much are you showing up for yourself? How much are you aware of to know, what's going on in your individual life, as far as even if you're single or with a partner, and if even if not with a partner, transformation. How present are you in your life or in somebody else's life, a friend, a family member, or your significant other? So those are the two words: present, transformation. The veggie, like I said, the veggie back off of what Reese was just saying is what comes to mind when I think of commitment. Next word is peace. Jim, we start with you. What's the words or the thoughts that come to mind when you think of peace?
He's like hearing the birds for the first time without a car alarm going on. Hearing the bugs, like being in tune, being one, have your partner and all that, have everything going on, right? Like peace is enjoyable. You get to sit with your thoughts, learn yourself more, and do the nature shit. That's peace. I'm halfway there, little kinks. I'm halfway there, but I can sit on my porch and I love my people. But I don't care to see you every day. Get yourself in that realm. Peace is just you and nature. That's peace. I land with that.
Respectfully, I like that. I like that. Reese, what's some words or your thoughts when you hear
I
peace?
would say like a balance, calm, quiet. But I do think that before you can give peace to somebody else, you have to offer yourself inner peace. Um, and peace is not always okay, so peace is not always avoiding any type of negativity. To me, it's like you learn how to navigate negativity in order to keep peace. And like I said, I believe that it always starts within yourself. If you're at peace 90% of the time, you're probably going to be peaceful with other people. If I'm all up and high and angry and all this, and I approach somebody else, I'm probably not going to be peaceful, and I'm probably going to disturb their peace at some point. So I feel like you have to learn like tranquility. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Like you have to learn things that bring peace to yourself so you can provide those nurturing qualities to keep peace for other people who may already be at peace. Now, some people may be peaceful with other people, but not like peaceful within. And then eventually everybody's peace is going to be disturbed if you're creating and you're not navigating any type of tough situation correctly. Because the opposite of negativity is positivity. So I feel like to any negative situation, there is a positive thing that you can bring to that negative thing that's always going to create a peaceful, like, middle. But I definitely think that inner peace is one of the biggest things when I think about being peaceful, because if I'm peaceful with myself, I can be peaceful with other people and I cannot disturb their peace. And I'm going to land with that.
I like that. Exactly. Derek,
Yeah.
your thoughts on your word
On what's the topic again? Just to hear it again.
peace, the word peace.
I think that peace is a very foreign thing to a lot of people. We grow up in a lifestyle where it's not something that we constantly seeing or around or witnessing or interacting with or knowing people who have it. And I think we connected to various things like financial gain or having money or having a place or stuff like that. And it seems like we it could be so foreign that we can mix up boredom with peace. A lot of people will be bored and they'll say they'll feel boredom, but really they at peace, so then they gotta mess it up. I think that people need to really study themselves and see how they react to peace. How do am I really a recipient of peace? Can I do nothing? Do I need to do something? Do I have to meditate? Do I have to do I It's like, we connected with all of these various things about um whether or not, like, you know what I mean, like other things. I gotta listen to a certain song. I gotta be around a certain person. I gotta have. It's like I think that is way deeper and more internal than that. Like your peace, what can bring you peace, and how you have peace, and how you demonstrate that. I think that that's a very mindful thing to keep on in the front of it, because you don't want to have so much other shit to get peace, because all those other things could not be a factor. You know, I might not have music one day. I might not be able to meditate. So if I can't meditate, then I can't be at peace. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that it shouldn't take a lot to be peace. Just being on the show could bring me peace. And I think that also, true peace is harder to disrupt. You know what I mean? It's harder to. A lot of times people, oh, I had peace and this person messed my peace up. Well, why was it so easily disrupted? And then even if somebody did disrupt your peace, why did they want to disrupt your peace? If you see somebody's at peace and they're not having a bad time, why would you want to make them have a bad time? I think that goes back to, like I said before, where it's people are more comfortable in a toxic anger thing. And that, like, you know what else I noticed too? That, and I noticed it when I was locked up, that people need to be angry to be truthful. Some people, they'll lend you a soup or some shit, and if you don't pay the soup, now they can talk about how your breath always stinking, how you never clean your bed, and all type of shit that got nothing to do with the fact they lend you a soup. It's like, why are you bringing all this stuff up now? But it's like they needed that to bring that up. So I think when you need to be angry, to be honest, again, peace is not something that you're looking for, because you want to be able to be your honest self. So you have to be tough and you have to be angry to get that out. So I think that is something that people shouldn't have to look so hard for. It should already be inside of you, and you should already be willing to be able to do it and have it and be happy with that. And think about, like I said, what makes you, why you need so much outside of yourself to bring peace. And I'll land with that.
I have a question for the panel. Can I ask it?
Good point.
All day, every day.
Do you think that sometimes people would say, if someone's asking you a question, do you think that they're trying to communicate or disturb your peace when they're asking you a question?
Who want to jump out?
It depends on what's the question. Like if you see my piece, because let's run off the energy real quick. You can feel the energy. So I see it. Do I communicate with it, or just let it rock? Right? You say, you hear me? You hear me, Reese?
I'm listening.
You said peace and what?
No, what I'm saying is that, okay, so maybe I just said it in a, so if somebody's feeling some sort of way and they ask you a question, do you think that them asking you a question should disturb your peace?
Should disturb my peace.
So basically, if I'm mad that you ate the last orange, right? And I say, why did you eat the last orange? If you're at peace, you may feel like I'm trying to disturb your peace versus me trying to communicate.
Nah, that's
And I
how you
only asked
communicate.
that question
You can't.
because we were talking about communication earlier and the lack of communication. I don't think.
All right. Let me. I got you. So it's the way you communicate it. If that's the case, why did you eat the last orange instead of like who ate the last orange? So you communicated that. So your delivery was all wrong, and you're disturbing my peace because what you just did, you directed the the angle towards me instead of who's in the house. So it will be your delivery.
But what if I wasn't angry? What if I just asked the question?
Once again, is how you're approaching. You said, why did you eat the last orange? You didn't say who ate the last orange.
Okay.
You feel me? So your communication, your delivery is wrong. You didn't ask nothing. You demanded. So whoever's at peace, you disturbed it because your angle's toward that person. So I think you were angry first because the orange is gone, and you know who ate it because you said, why did you? I land on.
I mean, I guess just to use that scenario again with the orange, I think it's like, why is that worth a question? We can go buy more oranges. I think that's the biggest thing about if somebody's at peace. Yeah, it can be disturbing because if you can get more oranges, it's like, is it really worth a question? Is there nothing else to talk about? What else? What is the reason for that orange having so much importance? And I know it's just an example, but I'm just giving. I'm also making an example of like it's like we could go buy more oranges. Right. I think that is something bigger. It seems like an attack because you don't know why I ate the orange because I like oranges. I was hungry, and I get that it's only an example of something, but it's like when you're asking me that about an art, it's like when you're asking somebody that I'm sitting there, I'm at peace, I'm minding my business, I'm not thinking I'm playing the game or whatever, and it's like, yo, why'd you eat the orange?
That's 100.
All right, so we're gonna leave the orange out of this. On a more deeper, okay. On a more, I just want to know that
Let me get my. I'll give you my thoughts right quick.
about the orange.
I ain't even
No, no,
finished
no,
my
no.
thought. I ain't even finished mine, but it's okay.
Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad,
I'll
my bad,
land.
my
I'll
bad.
land.
You
I'll land.
done? My bad. We ain't want
I'll
to cut your
land. Yeah.
wisdom.
I'll land. I'll land.
All right, before you jump out, jump out, Reese. To me, it's not about the orange. In that moment, I know that I have to address something else. It's not about the orange. It's like you're saying, we can go buy more oranges. If we have oranges, and it came to a point to where you asking about an orange, and we regularly buy oranges, it's not about the orange. It's about something else. And that's what I want to address. However, there's healthier ways to go about whatever is beyond, because we know it's not about the orange. It's something else that eventually y'all gonna have an argument or y'all need to address. So that's what I'm about. And first I was gonna ask you, what is it in reference to? Because we, like you said, is it in reference is it in reference to what we've been talking about as far as communication or the peace? But you threw the peace in there. So are you disturbing his peace automatically? And and male or female know they are by, and by asking the question and not really addressing what's really going on. So that in a sense, motherfuckers just being petty because it ain't really about the orange. However, I mean, before you jump out, Reese, before you jump out, I want to answer words that come out with peace, or words and thoughts that come with peace. I agree with the birds, the nature. I agree with the inner peace, and I agree with the boredom. However, most people get confused because they think peace is about them. They don't realize when they do get to peace, or real true peace is a spiritual attunement. You get to a point to where you become a sanctuary and you can offer it for people that's in chaos, because peace is so called separated or not conflicted or not a part of the chaos. So when you remove yourself, you think you're in peace. I'm around birds, nature, I'm working on my inner peace, and I'm bored now, type shit. However, it's you'll find out, or like monks or whatever, true peace comes from being a sanctuary for somebody else, offering somebody else out of that chaos. You did, and that's where I wanted to land with that. Reese, go ahead.
So my question would be: so if you're communicating about any topic, anything at any point, then you could disturb someone's peace without intentionally trying to disturb their peace.
I think that, not to cut you off, let me say, I think that to say it's not intentional is like, so if I see the person's at peace, right? If I see they're in peace, that takes time for me to, how am I approaching it? How am I approaching this person who I see is at peace, and what am I even approaching them about? If they're at peace and I see them at peace, what am I approaching this person about? Is it something that I cannot solve myself? Is it like not to keep beating the dead horse with the oranges, but like I said before, I know Leo tried to say there's no more money for oranges. That's the last one.
My bad, Leo. I want to read your shit, but I can't see it, man. The writing is just too damn small. But shout out to
He said,
Leo,
look,
man. Respect
he's
to you.
crazy. He said
Shout
there's
out to
no more
Leo, man.
money. There's no more oranges, and there's no more money or no more oranges, and that's the last one. He's
That's
crazy,
it.
but
Final. That's all you need to know.
well, the orange is already gone. Me explaining why I ate the orange is what, you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
And if you want to present a different scenario, you could present that. But however, if you see somebody's at peace and you're approaching them with something, then yeah, you're probably disturbing their peace, and you can't is delusional to say that I don't purposely mean to disturb this person's peace because I know they're at peace.
It may not be delusional because if, however, I'm just throwing this out there, they could have OCD. Now, you wait, like you said, the last drop of lemonade or the last little bit of toothpaste, the last little bit of everything to them is go. It sounds like it drives them crazy. So they're already sound like they're dysfunctional about something. However, they may not. You playing a game or you outside cutting wood or you walking the dog or whatever. They don't probably see that as peace. I just pushback. They may not see that as peace
Can I
or
not to cut
be
you off?
delusional in the think that they're disturbing it. Okay.
Let me say one thing. Let me say one thing real quick before you go,
Bro,
Gemini. Let me say one thing, Gemini, before you go. My bad. That's why I was taught during that communication thing. Before you communicate something, ask somebody. Yeah, what you doing right now? You chilling? How you good? Because you don't know who you're approaching and what they got going on. Because even when it might seem a person's at peace, they could just be sitting there thinking about they just got a call about somebody dying in their family. And they're sitting there just thinking about that. And you're coming talking about oranges or whatever else the fuck you want to talk about. So it's like, I think that whether you realize it or not, you're sharing most of the time or a great amount of time, you're trying to share your discomfort. Whatever you're not comfortable with or you're not at peace with, you don't care that they're at peace because you want to share the fact you're not at peace because you almost feel like their peace is an insult to your lack of peace.
Yeah,
How the fuck are you at peace when this is going on?
when the fucking orange is gone.
How you at whatever I'm approaching you with, it's like if I'm coming to you
I want some
and
fresh orange juice, man.
yeah, it's like I'm not at peace right now because if I was at peace, I'm not worrying about the oranges. If I'm coming to you, approach you about the oranges, I'm obviously not at peace. So I want the whole energy. I'm switching the energy
But you
because
are saying it then. You are saying what I'm saying. My pushback is real then. You are saying that they are trying to push their discomfort on you. So then you are recognizing that they're uncomfortable too.
I don't think you might recognize the person's uncomfortable, or
So
you might be so
you're totally not in peace if they're uncomfortable.
maybe you might be,
But that goes
That
or
back
some
to
that
or
somebody's
you might
uncomfortable.
or you no you're not comfortable because
Can you
they're
be
uncomfortable.
peaceful? Hold on, I want you to finish your thought, but I'm gonna pose this question: Can you be peaceful? Can you be the peaceful one in a discomfortable, uncomfortable situation?
I believe that that's possible. I think that again, I think that there's levels of peace, right? So I might not be at my highest level of peace, but I could be edging towards that. I could be going in that direction. Because just because I'm sitting there silent or I'm playing the game, it doesn't mean I'm at 10 peace. I'm at 10, level 10 peace. It doesn't mean that. It just means that I might be working towards it. Because I'm watching a movie or I'm watching YouTube or whatever I'm doing at the time, I could be working towards a higher level of peace. But but just because the person's not at peace, I might not even notice it. I might not be noticing. Oh, unless only way you notice most of the time from a man to a woman, you might notice the person has a beef because you might have a regular thing you might be saying what's up, or you might just be asking them, hey, what's for dinner or whatever. You asking them a normal question, and their response to that, or sometimes the lack of response or whatever's happening in between that might make you realize they're not at peace. That might be the thing you might not even have noticed because you're not thinking people are just naturally not at peace. That to me, like you just not knowing that. You're thinking, oh yeah, what's up? Where we yo, you wanna what you wanna do for dessert tonight? And then you hear them say something, hey, well, I guess I won't be making orange juice to drink with it. Like, oh shit.
RJ. Well, we won't. I know one thing we won't have is orange aid.
So does
Like,
that go
I
back to the original thing stating that anytime you're communicating with somebody, then you're disturbing their peace?
not
nah.
any.
I think no.
Let
I
me say this.
think. Okay.
Is what you're communicating. What am I is what and how? What
Okay,
and
so
how?
let me ask you this. If you did something that I felt disturbed my peace and I approached you about that, it's automatically disturbing your peace now.
All
Why
right.
is my
Let me
bad?
highlight something Mo was just talking about, and you could correct me if I'm wrong. I would say what he's saying is just check in with your partner before whatever you are uncomfortable about. See where their headspace is at. See what's going on with them before you have either this uncomfortable conversation or this, this thing that discrepancy that you want to bring up or whatever it is. It could be about a vacation, whatever. See, check in with your partner first. See what's going on with them before you have a conversation to, you know, not really give them a heads up, but to lower their defenses. So whatever you're coming with both of y'all won't be so defensive. Is what I'm getting from what he's saying to highlight it. But go ahead, Rick. Yay
That
or
was
nay?
No, I was saying that um if you're I think that what is the person doing that's disrupting your thing? What have they done? I think that's very important. Like because you could say somebody leaving their shoes could be disrupting your peace. What are they doing that's disrupting your peace so much? And why is their behavior so disrupting of your peace? Because everybody's behavior is individualized.
All right, but that's crazy. Like, all
We
right,
have to we have to understand something, right?
please interject.
Interject.
Um, I've been quiet. Come on, man. I've been quiet. We have to understand what people are saying on this panel, the scenarios of peace, and then everybody get their definition of it. Which to your, which to you that you answered it right, and no one got it right. You're hello.
We hear you.
Hello, hello.
Your inner you is your peace. You find that. You find your third eye. I hear the scenario. That's cool, but we're talking about peace and what it means. All I just heard was scenarios. Peace is what I describe to y'all. That's peace. Birds and green thumb, doing what you said you were going to do, and now you got a chance to do it away from what we call society, what we call inner city, what we call passing each other every fucking day, doing the same fucking shit, right? Peace is hearing, is eating duck, is trying new shit and not being stuck. And I don't mean to say y'all stuck, right? But we're talking about let's go to food. How many times that been done where y'all niggas said don't bring duck to a cook off?
How did we get to
So you
ducks? We talking
take
about
duck.
oranges.
Hold on, man. No. Let me get this, man. I've been quiet.
He getting back.
I've been quiet and I've been humble myself.
It was a
I
joke. I
found
was just
peace.
making a joke about the
I
orange.
got you. But the talking. I got you, sis. But the talking. That's why I found peace because I let y'all do y'all thing. And y'all disrupted my peace because I wanted to just share what peace that y'all were explaining ain't the peace I'm talking about. All these scenarios, dumbass shit. No, because I don't got scenarios. I got peace. So my definition in hearing y'all peace ain't the same peace. That's what peace means to me. I land with that. I just had to get that get back to the people who were talking.
And I
That's
agree
all
with
it was.
you. I agree with the fact that people's peace is going to be differently because what brings me peace may not bring you peace. I completely agree with that.
Thank you, Reese.
Um, yeah, I don't want to bring it back to the oranges, but
Let's just leave the orange alone, okay?
Leave that shit alone. See, I
I'm
ain't
not
touch
gonna
that shit.
just for
I ain't touch
reference,
that shit.
my peace is
no,
not gonna be disturbed over an orange, guys.
I was just
Yeah,
saying,
I
but
ain't touch
yeah,
that shit.
and it wasn't. It's like I said, to highlight what Dirt was saying. I think, or you, like I said, you correct me. It's not. Is he's saying what what's being said or something like that. It's not about what's being said because, like he said, communication. The one of the biggest things of communication is listening. So to take it on a simple thing is why did you eat the last orange? Oh, I ate the last orange because it was the last orange. We'll get some more. That's the end of it. Now, on a deeper level, if communication is used to transmute ideas, if she transmute that idea, he or she transmute this idea to you, and what are you supposed to do? Problem solve. You feel me? Solve the problem. The last orange equals more oranges, right? All right then. So on a simple level, you would get more oranges, and on a deeper level, you would get more oranges. Or what is actually being communicated? There's nothing else being communicated besides why did you eat the thing, unless if it how the tonality, and you feel me, body, body presence and shit like that.
Hey,
So
would you be mad if you was just like, yo, okay, now I can get more oranges. Let me go to the store and get more oranges. That solves the problem. Instead of going
that's
to
what
fuck up somebody's peace, like, oh shit, the last orange is gone. The last orange is gone. I just want to go outside anyway and go get more oranges. That's the simple mathematics of the shit.
no. Well, yeah, that, and I would say go get some damn
Easier
orange
the
seeds
game,
and
just go
grow
to
an
the store and
orange
get more
tree.
oranges.
Now
Anything
we get an
like
orange.
that.
Now we get an orange. Now I get you an orange tree, so you never run out of orange.
All right, you're going too far with the oranges
you got,
now.
you got, you got, you got, you got. Look, you're gonna have to wait a while. You're gonna have to wait a while, but the orange tree is coming.
I go get you the tree, yeah. Let's do a little bathroom break commercial, pay some bills right quick.
Land Your Plane is a show where truth takes off and accountability lands. Guests face honest questions about love, loyalty, relationships, ego, family, and the conversations most people avoid. Want to be a guest or bring family on? If you have a story, unresolved conversation, relationship question, or truth you're ready to face, we want you on the show. Apply here. And somebody will get back to you or comment. Ready to land. Clear the...
This book is dangerous, not because it tells you what to think, but because it shows you who's been thinking for you. It exposes the illusion, the script, the invisible leash. After Cosmiscuous, you won't hear music the same. You won't see mirrors the same. You won't even see yourself the same. Warning. Side effects include awareness, freedom, and irreversible growth. Cosmiscuous. Read at your own awakening.
Hardcover, paperback, and Kindle. Available now on Amazon. His secrets weren't just lies. They were debts, dangerous ones. She was just a housewife. Routine, love, family, peace. Now, she has a choice. Break or become something else. The God Lady. Story of power, sacrifice, and the price of loyalty. She didn't choose the game chose her.
Welcome back. My bad, man. Shout out to Leo in the comment section. My son said he got Apple. I don't know where he at, but check him out. Definitely around October, apple picking season. So check him out. Holla at me, man. Yeah, we definitely, Leo, I'll get you a commercial, man. Hook you up, man. Yeah, anybody needs some, promotion, marketing, advertising. Holla at your guala, holla at your boy. Definitely patronize all my patrons. You see what's going on. Any questions, comments for each other?
My son just disturbed my peace because he soaked my bathroom floor.
Good job.
Communicate.
You proper communication. Oh,
I'm about to whoop that ass.
Communicate. Communicate. Communicate that.
The last one. Resolutions. We'll start with you. What is the mind? What's the words or thoughts that come to mind when you hear the word resolution?
Who we starting with?
You can hear me?
Yeah,
Go
I can
ahead.
hear you.
Resolution, solution, problem solving.
I want me to start it?
No, restarting.
Okay.
Oh, me. Okay.
I thought he was talking about me.
I was confused too.
My bad.
But resolution to me, I feel like there's a lot of times there's a problem and people don't seek the solution to the problem. And I think that it kind of ties into communication, because if we're communicating about a topic or a situation that may have occurred and we don't come to that solution in that communication, it's going to constantly be a problem that's never solved. And I'm somebody who, I'm working on it, work in progress, but I'm somebody who doesn't always have solutions. When I'm mad, I go off. At the end of it, I don't communicate properly. because I'm not listening to anything you're saying at that point. So there is no resolution at that point. And then that's going to continue to be a problem. And why I brought this up was because I was listening to this thing earlier about problem solving skills, and it made me really sit back and think that, do people really communicate to solve the problem, or are you just communicating to talk about it? Because you want your feelings to be heard, or you want to express what you want to express, but you're not actually looking for the solution to the problem. And I had to really do some deep soul diving in myself, because I was like, damn, I'm really somebody who doesn't normally look for a solution. I normally am the person that I want you to hear what I have to say, and I want you to feel what I have to feel, and I'm going to end the conversation, but then I'm going to still be mad about that problem. So I definitely think that a lot of times in society, you see a lot of people that are communicating not to solve a problem, and they're not coming to that solution or trying to get to that solution. And I'll end with that.
Actually, I want to say,
what was the word, 80?
I got you. Hold on one second. Respectfully, I want to say you ain't the only one. I think I'm not going to speak for everyone, but I think I could when I say we're all human. And I think a question you asked was, are you talking to solve the problem, or are you just talking to talk? If you can't come up with a solution, I think at least talking is a part. Talking is, you feel me, the beginning of it, starts it without any back and forth and violence, or you feel me. If you're talking about it, at least you're starting something. Not talking about it, ignoring it, or not addressing it is gonna, you feel me, boil or transform into something else. You dig? So it's a for somebody younger, if they could talk about it, I mean, it ain't. There's obviously we're not gonna be talking about it for a week or a month, but we're talking about it. It's something that was started, and we're headed towards a solution. You feel me? If you can't get a solution, then the communication you may be using may be, you feel me, not the right tool, type shit. To answer your question out there, Jem, the word was resolution, solution,
I thought
or problem solving.
resolution, man. You gotta start somewhere to get to there. Like there's no if ands or ways around that shit. It's always gonna get so tied up that you forget about the resolution. How can we? Let me get your idea. I'm gonna swing it my way, and I'm gonna pitch you my idea. You gotta get there, and that's very important. That's once again communication. Good. You gotta have a you gotta be the problem solver if the other partner's not. Gotta agree with it. That's the resolution. That's the final. That's the fact. That's it. Start off angry or whatever the case may be, and how could we solve the problem? I used to do this. I used to talk about it. This is back in my heydays. I used to talk about it. We talk about it, and then we end up with a resolution. Like, how can we? That's what I used to do. I just, regardless of the fact, that's what I used to do, and it worked. It fucking worked because we can't bring that up no more, right? Like that shit is over. We made the resolution of it. Like, let's move. We can no longer talk about it. I used to, I was strong on that for a couple of years growing up, but that would solve the fucking problem. The resolution. I land with that.
Respectfully. Bad Guys Pod. Tap in, man. You said yeah, put that back up there. My bad, bro. He said we need leaders in our community to help push and find a resolution. Yeah, shout out to you, brother. Y'all come on your pod, pod for pod, man. Tap in, man. Hop in that email, DM or whatever. Get this thing going. Appreciate your insight. Like, check out the channel, subscribe. Appreciate you. I agree. Definitely need some resolution. Dirt, you landed?
No, I didn't say nothing about it yet.
Jump out.
You know what's a funny story or a funny thing we talk about? But it's always used for one reason. But I've currently realized it could be used for one more reasons. The boy who cried wolf. You feel me? I think that I think it does make a sense to pick your battles. What is your problems? Everything can't be a problem. Everything that might seem like a problem to you can't be a problem always to everybody. It can't always be a problem. You know what I mean? I think that when you're more selective about what your problems are, then it makes solutions seem more necessary. You get it's like if right now I come on here and my sound is messing up. You're like, oh, your sound's messing up. All right, this is what we can do to fix your sound. All right, yeah, I can't hear y'all. All right, this is what you can do to hear us. Oh, y'all can't hear me. We can't. This is what you can do to. After a while, you like, nigga, just all right. We don't need you on the pod no more. You know what I mean? Too many problems or things that we see. I think that the thing we see as problems or are not problems are maybe not problems. They're just maybe moments of discomfort that discomfort is not actually a problem. But if we want to get solutions, like if the house is on fire, that's something we should address. And it's easier to address when we don't have all these other little issues. The house is on fire, plus you ate the last oranges. What the fuck one you think I want to talk about?
He won't let that shit go.
Oranges could have put it out. Citrus.
Yeah, right. I'm just making a joke with that. I'm just saying, but like it's like, which one are we talking about? Is the house on fire? Or are we talking about the oranges? It's like, all right,
get the kids.
Yeah.
And you ate the last orange.
Yeah, it's like, damn.
This motherfucker, this talk ain't done.
So it's like,
well, she put out the fire with the fire extinguisher.
Yeah, how much problems? How much things? I think it's a realization of if we want solution, what are real problems, and then we can have a real conversation that is completely transparent about those things, possibly to hopefully get to a solution. I think a lot of times people say they have problems or issues or conversations they want to have, but they want to have the conversations like with like instead of just being like it just is these caveats. You know what I mean? It's like just say what it is. This is the issue. This is the thing. You ever had somebody ask you like you should guess the issue? You know what the problem is. What the fuck are you talking about? How do I know what the problem is? Nah, you know what I'm mad about. It's like I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. No, you know, it's like so. I feel like if we want to get to a solution of a problem, it should be easy just to state what the problem is and then have a conversation about that in both things and see what can possibly be a solution. But I feel like most of people's problems is lack of acceptance. Can you accept that I ate the last orange? Can you accept that I didn't wash the dishes? Can you accept that? Or are you trying to make me a dishwasher? And is that truly a problem if the dishes is not clean? Is that something that's worth arguing about? Should I be walking around the house stomping my feet? If I walked into the kitchen and I remember I hear a lot of girls who would say stuff about their boyfriends and stuff or husbands, and they would say how if I don't clean my house, my husband comes in, excuse me, complaining about me cleaning up. And I'm the opposite of that. If there's too many dishes, I'm not going to complain about her not washing the dishes. I'll probably just wash the dishes. I'm not going to make an argument out of that. I'm not going to make the dishes not being clean a problem. It's like this joke I was trying to write about how women and men handle things differently. If a guy walks into the kitchen on a Saturday and he sees milk that's spilled on the floor, at least me, maybe not every guy, but I see milk that's on the floor. Somebody spilled milk, right? I'm probably going to mop the milk up. Paper towels, whatever. I'm going to clean the milk up. To me, a girl or a woman's going to walk in that same kitchen and start, who spilled the milk? And oh my God, you don't know how to clean up after yourself? Why you don't know how to clean up the milk? Why is the milk not clean? When will the milk ever? Why would somebody just spill milk and walk away? And then maybe their kid comes out. Did you spill the milk? Who spilled it? Who did it? They got this fucking Scooby-Doo search about who spilled the fucking milk. Then they find who spilled it. Why didn't you clean it up? And I never could teach my kid how to be clean. He gets that from his dad. Now they literally crying over spilled milk. And that's something you taught not to do. You're not supposed to cry over spilled milk. So I think that is a, huh?
You said I had a joke. That was the joke.
I said I was writing it. It was something I was writing about how people cry, how girls that cry over spilled milk.
I like that. That was witty. That's why I asked if that was the joke. That was witty.
It's never been finished. I never really wrote it down all the way. I never got it exactly the way I wanted to say it. But that was the point of the.
Yeah.
That's the gist of the joke, that you're literally crying over spilled milk when you could just clean the milk up. Yeah, you can find out who spilled the milk, so maybe they don't do it again. But your first response should be to just clean the milk up. Crying over the milk is not going to get it cleaned up.
And see, it goes back. It goes right back to the orange. Just go to the store and get more oranges. That's it.
What is your problem? And what's this like? Really, I think in a relationship, we should be helping each other with our problems, but what problems do you what problems do you need help with, and what problems don't you need help with? What problems can you solve yourself, and how many of it is actually really a problem, or is it just something to talk about because really I have nothing else to talk about? That's what I think.
You've been here before.
Oh,
like the past? No, not the past relationship that you've been in. You've been there before.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So change this fucking shit, man. Because then you coming, you carrying on all the issue, and then you're gonna do this. You remind me of my last boyfriend. He always just leaves the last orange. Like it becomes nasty.
Yeah, it becomes worse than what it is.
Yeah, and then the new nigga is like, well, if you feel so strongly about it, there's nothing wrong with going outside and going to get more. Because I would do it if I seen the last orange. I wouldn't explain why.
You know what the funniest part about it is? You know what the funniest part about it is? Somebody will walk in there and talk about the oranges, and you'll say, well, I'll go get some oranges. And they'll go, no, it's all right. What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah.
What are we even talking about?
Yeah, I'll do it. But then just go do it. What's it talking for? Just go do it.
I just feel, pick your battles. I think, you know what's funny? Because I don't know about y'all, but if you and your girl, let me ask y'all this question, or you and your partner in general, and the conversation can answer it too. If you and your partner went problem for problem, right? Every time you felt like you had a problem that was worth addressing, and they had a problem, they couldn't address their problem until after you addressed. Like you have to go even. You know what I mean? I have a problem, I get to address it. Then she can address her problem. If she has a problem, she can address it. But she can't. If I haven't addressed the problem, she has to find a solution until I address mine. You get what I'm trying to say though? Yeah. If we went problem for problem, the problem game would probably fucking stop because when would you be mad because you wouldn't have shit to address? How many fucking problems have you?
Are you? No, I'm saying what party would give up?
I think the girl would get tight because she
answer the question.
The girl, the woman would get tight more.
Of course, she's gonna get tight because she's not the problem solver. So I'm gonna just answer for the man.
Yeah. I wanted to go there.
Respectfully. Hold on, let me. As a man, respectfully, you are the problem solver. So the words and the thoughts that come to mind when I hear resolution, solution, or problem solving, and to veggie back in the veggie build or back off of what Dirt is talking about. The man, you are the problem solver. So you are going to take the blunt end of every so-called problem that come your way. However, there is a ego death in doing that. There's a little bit of you that dies every time that certain things have to be handled in that order. When you have to make the final decision or things come your way and you have to have a solution for so-called problem, there is a little part of you that dies. But the part that wins in you is becoming the go-to guy, the one that can solve these problems. You feel me? Being the master, the craft, the man. You feel me? So it's not to be pushed on as a back and forth. I understand what your brother's saying, and you eloquently put it. However, as a man and speaking for a man, you're a problem solver. You're the builder. So when people do come to you with your problems, if you are not the one that can handle it or don't have the tools to handle it, know that there is a man out there who's went through what you've already went through, done it, did it, got mad at it, don't want it no more. You feel me? Type shit. So to answer your question, Loki. Go ahead, Jeff.
What are we speaking about? Like what we speaking about?
Resolution, solution.
No, I want to hear what was everybody like? Okay.
Can you just hear what we was just talking about?
I'm a little bit lost real quick. Yeah, I did, but I lost train of thought. And I'm entitled to that. I'm a Gemini.
I got you.
Thank you very much, brother.
If my wife ain't giving me anything during the week, I will complain and eat the last orange. Shout out to Leo.
You guys were heavy on this damn orange.
Shout out to
everybody. That's the chick.
We got
put that
Leo,
on a t-shirt.
We gotta probably get that on the show, man. You and your wife, man. Sure. You know it's a relationship show. Shout out to Dirt and Reese. You feel me?
I get it, but
it was resolution solutions. I don't know. I think you wanted to veggie back off of what Dirt was talking about, but my bad.
I did, and that's what lost me.
I just had to. I mean, I'm talking about the same thing. I just had to.
No, I definitely did. I definitely did. I lost my train of thought.
While I agree with what Nooch was saying about being a problem solver, I do feel like a firefighter can get tired of putting out fires too.
Yeah, there's like I said,
and it may feel like hey, get a fucking extinguisher, get a fire extinguisher around this motherfucker.
You need to learn.
Are we talking about being a problem solver?
No, I was responding to Nooch.
Yeah, he said that a person will get tired, get exhausted. There is relationship exhaustion, but a lot of people.
No, but not to cut you off. He said, I understand that men are problem solvers.
Yeah,
but So does that mean that women are problem havers or creators? Is that what that means automatically? That they have to be the
No,
problem havers or creator?
no,
I'm
no.
asking that question.
It's
Well, we
who
could
she
say most of the
chooses to.
problem stems from them.
Now,
We're not
look,
going to
look, look, look.
control. We're not going to entirely blame it all on them, but wars and
No,
all this
no.
shit that's going down.
I think that what it comes down to is
Y'all
that
gotta take that one.
Come on, man. I was on the road, man. Now y'all niggas fuck me up
You never
again,
got
man.
on the road. You had stopped talking.
Never started.
Yeah, you and him kept talking, and I'm trying to
Go
get
ahead,
this.
my
We're
bad. Go
talking
ahead,
about
jump out.
problem solvers. We're talking about problem solvers, right?
we've been talking about it for 25 minutes.
Ah, man, now all three y'all against me.
I'm not against you. I'm just telling you we've been
Yo,
talking about
I
the same
love y'all.
topic for 25 minutes.
I love y'all, man. I gotta go real quick. Shout out to the panel.
Now
Great
you
show.
gotta
Great
go.
show. Great show.
Just cuss us out to fucking hear you now.
Now I gotta go, nigga.
All right, respectfully.
I think that women play a role into problems, and I do agree that a man is a problem solver, but I also agree a woman is the problem solver, and it takes a team to solve a problem. I'm sure that the Empire State Building wasn't built by one person.
I agree. Yeah.
And I think that a lot of times what one person may consider a problem, another person doesn't consider a problem because they're not being honest with themselves, or they're not expressing exactly what they'll tell you something and say, yeah, that's how I feel. But then tomorrow it's something completely different. So then it's going to create that problem again because of the fact that I addressed this problem. We talked about this problem. We solved this problem. But then tomorrow it's the same thing, but now you're saying a different thing. So I think a lot of times when it's from a woman's perspective is that, and anybody's perspective, we as people don't take in consideration that other people have feelings. We want everybody to be nice to us. We want everybody to treat us this way. We want everybody to do this, but we're not looking at how we're treating that person.
Until, like most that we get a negative effect. So something negative happens. Either that is we don't realize it until the negative effect come out, or something like he said. Sometimes your disagreements don't come out until I have a disagreement. Type shit.
Yeah, and
You really
women, let's be real. Women always make a mountain out of a molehill. It could be a molehill, and a woman 90% of the time makes it a mountain.
Exactly. So the solution and the resolution is what's some solutions in everything we have for the people.
Like I said, I think open communication, honest communication in a way that like is on both sides to some extent. Also, I feel like communication shouldn't lead to an argument. If you got to kind of like, if somebody tell you 2 + 2 is 5, if you don't have an actual calculator in your hand to prove them wrong, I feel like you kind of got to believe it until something is proven wrong. I also don't think that part of something being proven wrong is you going out looking to see where they're wrong, to see if this thing is not right, or this doesn't go exactly what we said. I think that is more or less about just having the conversation and kind of accepting what's being said. Because when somebody doesn't accept what you're saying to them, it makes you want to talk to them less. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk to somebody who's not accepting what I'm saying, because what am I even saying it for? So I think
why are they not accepting what you're saying?
That's their choice. I can't speak for them. That's their choice. I can't speak for a person and say why they're not accepting it. But if you can't, that's the thing right there. If the person has a reason why they can't accept what the person they're talking to is saying, why do they want to talk to that person? What is the point of the conversation then? I'm just saying, like, what is the point then? If you can't,
okay, my bad.
I'm just saying, if I can't accept what you're saying, if I don't trust, like, all right, let me give you an example. When I was younger, I would ask women how many guys they slept with before me. I would ask women Was I the best person they had sex with? I would ask women a bunch of questions. You know why I stopped asking those questions? Because I don't believe the answers. So I'm not, if I can't believe what the person is saying to me, then there's no reason to ask them the question.
Because you don't believe it, does it not make it true?
No, I'm saying that I'm not gonna waste my time answering the. If I ask you
Something you don't
Nooch,
believe.
something I don't believe you're gonna tell me the truth in, I'm not gonna ask you.
Exactly. But this is the difference between a man and a woman. However, to answer her question and the veggie back off of you, um, that's the part. That's the part. Like you said, you don't want a firefighter's gonna get tired eventually. Yo, get a fire extinguisher. You can't keep coming over here putting this damn fire out because you keep, lighting the shit on damn fire. However, the the ego death, the part of you that, like I said, that dies and sheds every time is because the strong what why whatever questioning and going on, and if you ain't like I said, if the king gets everything that's going on with the kingdom is hard some days. There's some days where he may not want to, you feel me, be the motherfucking king, but you gotta stand on that and take, you feel me, get everything. However, it's to become the stronger iteration of yourself. Because whatever, weak moment or weakness that y'all see that as or whatever, argument, and that's basically what I want to say. There's a way to have healthy argument. Argument is not negative. That's a form of communication. Maybe we could take it as that.
Disagreement is different
No,
between
you can
argument.
have no. An argument is there's a way to have an argument because you can turn an argument into a lesson, into something stronger that we like. You feel me? Whatever we disagree on or whatever the communication it is, we could turn it. We could alchemically turn it into something that could be useful for us. Whatever ideas we're throwing them back, tonality with anger, with passion, whatever. There is a way to have healthy argument, like healthy, criticism and shit like that.
I
Constructive
think it's
criticism.
better for like what Leo said, a debate. A
Debate.
debate. The word argument is
Do
is
you
is
want to? Well, and as a king, do you want to be debating in your house, or do you feel me? When you throw around words like that, you want to be debating in your
I don't want
kingdom,
to be I don't want to
or
be
do you
arguing
want to?
I
You
don't
feel
want
me?
to argue or debate.
Regardless, but you're gonna have to communicate, and these are forms of communication. So
I
we
don't
got
I
we
have
gotta.
nothing against I don't have a problem with with communicating is when I'm having to say the same shit over and over again. That's my issue. When you repeating yourself, because that makes it feel useless. If I'm telling you right now, if I'm telling you walk the dog today, and then you don't walk the dog, and then I gotta explain to you why walking the dog is a good thing or not, and then you still don't walk the fucking dog, and then why am I keep telling you walk the fucking dog? What the fuck is good? I don't want to keep doing that. That's annoying. If so, to me,
And
I
why does
think
that annoy you?
it doesn't. It makes it feel like a waste. It feels like it is a struggle, a power struggle. To me, if I have power, if I have it, it should be more followed than me
Oh, so you
having to.
feel it's a power. I got you. Power struggle. What you said?
Yeah,
Power. You
yeah. I
feel
don't want to.
powerless trying to convey your ideas, or you feel
I
powerlessness being misunderstood.
I feel like misunderstanding creates a power vacuum. It's sucking it out of me. Pause. You know what I mean? Like you're
Nobody getting
not.
sucked up in here.
Yeah, like you're making me. You're like every day. I got is like because if if I tell you I don't eat pork, right? I say I don't eat pork, and then The next day you hear I'm eating bacon, right? That's all you heard was I'm eating bacon. So then you come in the house. Why? I thought you don't eat pork. When I tried to make those pork chops, you didn't eat pork. And I was eating beef bacon or turkey bacon. But I didn't explain all that to you. It feels like I'm being overthrown, like my castle is being overthrown for an accusation or a belief or something that was misunderstood because I didn't explain every piece to you. And it feels like I'm in constant war for my kingdom if we're arguing too much. If I'm the king and we're arguing so much, then how do I have ownership of this kingdom? And how long? And
argument, or it could be, like you say, constructive criticism.
No, constructive is the difference between. I don't want no fucking constructive criticism from a servant. Why would I want that from a servant? That doesn't make sense.
No, I feel you.
That's not a follower of what's
but
going
isn't
on.
You got them as a servant? Isn't that they're as important as, you feel me? Probably not to run your kingdom, but they're important because they're in your kingdom. Everybody has an importance in your kingdom. Is that not right? Or you
Yes,
just a
is it?
motherfucking
But importance is difference
King
between
Leopold? You
a
cutting it,
port
you
a,
cut
a,
niggas hands off and shit. Niggas don't.
important
And make cotton
importance.
candy out of they shit.
The importance is, that's what I'm saying. That's why you want to, when you bringing something to be discussed, you want to make sure I'm not just bringing shit every day to be discussed. And I want to make sure the thing and then I want to know how I'm going to conduct this discussion. Am I going to be arguing with this person? Am I going to create a beef or a conflict? And all right, I give you an example. Last night I finished doing the video and I was being lazy, right? We finished the thing yesterday and I was being lazy. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna use the auto edit on the StreamYard. You know, we got the auto edit. So four was already used. I don't remember if I used one at all because I remember I seen less was used, and I did see you had posted some, right? Now I got your phone number. Imagine me calling you and saying, "Yo, did you use those edits?" Oh, why'd you use those edits? Yo, what the fuck am I arguing about? I know you did it. You the only nigga who got connected to the fucking edits. And I know why you use them, because it's an editing fucking thing and it's easy to do. What do you mean? I'm asking answers to questions I already know the answers to. That's going to be a whole conversation. What is the point? If we're trying to take over the world, I don't need to be arguing about shit that's on the block. That be the reality of life. People are not trying to take over the fucking world because they don't even have that in their mind. If we're trying to take over the world, we can't be arguing over a little bit of bullshit.
But and respectfully, that's why I said in the beginning, communication. What comes to mind is frequency, resonance. If the ideas that you're trying to communicate are not on the same frequency or resonance, or you see this person as a servant and they don't understand or whatever talking, it can go over their head or misunderstood. You feel me? You the one in your mind have to run the kingdom, and in their mind, whatever problem they're bringing to you, that is what's in their mind. It's not the same thing that is being, translated as far as, having to do this and, shelter and all of that. That's why I say is, at the end of the day, is communication. So everybody would have to be on that same frequency. It's not so much you, but you would, and it comes down to you. You so much. You the one that have to be the better translator if it has to be said so much times or done so much time. And not
It's
to say that's
because
not
people
right
are
or
not
wrong
really.
or okay.
It's because people are not really committed to the kingdom. That's what it comes down to. If you're committed to the goal and what we're trying to do, like you talked about commitment earlier, you won't allow little bullshit to drive you crazy all the time. because I'm committed to trying to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish.
But if you have one person committed and not the other person committed, it's automatically a problem.
Committed to what? Accomplishing what's being accomplished, or committed to what? What are they committed to?
Committed to the plan. If you have one person, so if you make a plan together, right, and this is the plan, and now you're steering away from that plan that we committed together, you're creating the problem in that plan.
How do you know if a person is steering away from it? Because of your perception of them steering away?
No, people just aren't truthful, and that's what it comes down to. Communication has to have some type of truth to it.
You can't, like I said before, if I said I don't eat pork and then you heard I was eating bacon, that would be you calling saying, oh, this person told me they don't eat pork. I thought he was Muslim in this motherfucking house. Oh, now they eating pork and shit, and I was eating beef bacon. Everything, every plan, if the plan is if the plan is to buy a store, if that's the plan, if we're trying to buy a store or open up a diner and serve food there, you can look at everything I do every day and say, oh, that person's not, they're not doing, he spent money on some sneakers. How is he trying to buy the store or whatever? Just because I bought sneakers that day don't mean I'm not still trying to buy the store. But somebody can see it as that. It's still their perception. It's still, like I said, it's about the idea of, the question is, and it's about belief. Is you still trying to buy the store? Yes, I am. So you're not trying to buy the store. I am. Well, why'd you buy sneakers? Because I wanted to do that at that time. That doesn't mean that I really fell out of the idea of saving up money to buy. I thought we were saving money to buy the store, and you bought the new sneakers. No, it doesn't. It doesn't automatically. Everything somebody does that doesn't coincide with the plan, exactly how you may view it or how it even may be actual. You're right. If we're saving money to open up a store, it makes sense to be saving money to open up the store, and buying sneakers will be taken away from the money that we're trying to save. However, that doesn't mean I don't still want to buy the store.
But you always say 90% of your 90%, you
Response.
control 90% of your response and 10% of what's happening.
Yeah.
So it could be based off your reaction.
Not my reaction, it's their reaction. They heard me buy a sneaker. That's the 10%. The 90% would be how you respond to me buying sneakers. Are you going to make it a whole day?
No,
are you going to just address the real issue? Hey, I don't like, instead of beating around, like you said before too, instead of beating around the bush, just walking in and saying, hey, I think because you bought those sneakers, you're not really trying to save money to buy the store anymore. Are you still trying to do that? I am. I did make a dumb decision, I guess, buying the sneakers. Maybe I don't want to say I made a dumb decision at that time, but no, I am.
So look, yeah. So maybe you may not want to say it. That's wrong, because if you don't identify right there and be honest with you, yourself, and your partner, and identify right now that that's an incompatibility, meaning that's something that you may not do in the future. But however, doing it right then and there, you may not want to speak about the shit. It's fucked up. You feel me? Yeah, it's gonna come out in later thing saying it's gonna be wrong, but that's an incompatibility that they find something that was wrong with them. You have to fix that. That stuff like that has to be fixed then and there. You got to address that so it doesn't, other things don't turn into where now the oranges is a problem. Feel me? Type shit. However, I don't want to cut your wisdom to get off of that, but I did want to have some type of good words of wisdom for them. Resolution.
I know, and I know what you're saying when you're saying that. If you don't, I just was being honest in that moment.
Exactly.
Of the conversation of saying that if the question is, am I still trying to open up this store?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Am I still trying to save to open up the store? Yes. You're asking me, am I doing that? Then you're telling me why you think I'm not, because I bought sneakers. You bought sneakers. I seen you had a McDonald's thing in the car. All right. I'm not the best at saving money. I might not want to say that right then and there. And I'm not saying you're wrong for saying I should maybe probably address it right then and there. However, that doesn't mean I don't still want to open a store. I thought the problem was whether or not I still want to do that.
But you would see why it would start communication, an argument, a debate, or whatever the fuck you want to call it about.
I can see how it could, but I think, again, your response to it is, the problem is after you say you still want to open the store, if you're going, well, you bought those sneakers. All right, I did. You're right. We made a plan to open a store, and I still want to do that. All right, we made a plan to save money, and I still plan on doing that. I didn't save these money for these sneakers. You're right. I didn't save that money for these sneakers. But I still plan on saving more money. But you can make these, like she said, making a mountain into a molehill.
No, make a molehill into a mountain.
Making a molehill into a mountain.
We try to make the mountain into a molehill.
Yeah, we're trying to make it smaller. Yeah. It's like whatever. It's like, yeah, if we make a plan, yeah, I might not be moving exactly how you think I should move during the plan, but that doesn't mean that I don't have the exact same plan.
That goes back to the commitment part.
Respectfully. Round in circles, round and round we go. Good words of wisdom I got for him. A good resolution is accepting that incompatibility is not a crime. Allowing both partners to walk away without labeling the other as the villain. That's all you could do, man. If it comes down to where peace can't be met or communication is always, misunderstood, don't label each other as the villain, man. Just walk away. You don't gotta beat on each other. What time is it? Yeah, it's almost 2 hours. Yeah, we did it good enough. Y'all want to do one scenario or we ain't gonna turn this into a 3-piece.
We could do one just to get it quick and then get out of there.
I got you. All right, hold on. Let me do a quick commercial. Pay some bills right quick.
This is BK.
Mike Payne.
Carly.
34 and a half. Hot boy Shay. Tyrell. And I play Tyrell.
And Monica.
Jay.
Asu.
Mo. Big Prince in that series Make Some Noise.
You gon' hear me now, feel me now. I'm 10 toes, no small talk, straight to the pen.
Throughout the season, you see him going through where in the beginning he wanted to just do his music and work a regular 9 to 5, but as things continue to happen to him, he has to respond to the environments that he gets put in.
Whoa. Damn. Nah, fucked up, cuz. Yo, my bad, bro. Where the fuck was you at anyway? I was trying to get a little bottle or something, type of weapon that even the odds, it was more than us.
A lot of people called me and was like, when they see me, I like to say I retreated, which is something people do in war all the time. They retreat to, regroup. Another word I like to use when I think about that scene. People thought I was like, punani.
Nigga, you must not know who the fuck I am, nigga. This is my city. Y'all beat his ass. Get up, bitch ass. You ain't talking
I had people say, you just being you. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't no bully though. I ain't no bully, but yeah, don't take me there, bro. But other than that, yeah, just I'm that nigga, and I definitely feel like I'm that nigga. You supposed to feel like that, you feel me? Yeah.
Damn, she fine as hell. What the fuck you doing with this bum ass nigga? Might well come to my section.
Nigga, I wouldn't give you the time of day if you paid for it. Like she's a good person at heart. I just think she's in the wrong career field.
You be surprised what type of men I see on a daily. Oh, what? That make you nervous? You scared?
Nah, not even.
I think you kind of see her go from a stable person to just kind of really wanting to hold on to a relationship that probably does need to end.
Excuse me? It's been a few days with who? Who you been working with? And who are you about to compare me to?
I'm just tired.
No.
I need to get some rest.
No, let's talk about it. Who are you about to compare me to?
Nobody.
Was it the girl that dropped you off? Yeah. I saw that person drop you off. Who the fuck was that?
Some friend that, everybody try to keep around in life, that's still, doing the normal things, having a job, taking care of bills.
No, I ain't got much, man, but I know I can only $2.
Nah, man, you ain't have to do that.
Man, look, bullshit. It's your dream, man. You're my boy. Plus, I gotta make sure you give me a shout out, man, when you get your Grammy. I gotta make sure I contribute to your dream, man.
Go watch I'm So Tyrell, Make Some Noise on YouTube. Go watch it now. It's on YouTube now. Now we get a licensing deal and they tell us to take it off. You won't be seeing it and you'll be mad because it's on some sort of platform. So you getting first dibs to watch it before anybody. As we create it, we load it up and you get to watch it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go tap in with my guy. I'm So Tyrell at Make Some Noise. I think I heard a little bit of talks about season 2, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll
He
talk to you
writing, he
after.
writing.
It's already wrote. He already written it. He already wrote it. I'll talk to you about it after we get off the air. But yeah, it's supposed to be coming.
All right. Well, I ain't gonna say coming soon, but it's definitely coming. Definitely coming. It's in the talk. Oh, well, it's already on paper, so not on film yet. But definitely look out for that. And he might get you. You might be make some noise for you, man. Definitely. If you got a story you want it told, you want a movie or a web series, you like it, definitely go tap in my guy. He'll get you right, tailored like a suit. Shit, matter of fact, let's just, instead of the scenario, let's leave the people out with. I wanted to do like a I guess I'm gonna use it for Tuesday too, but I'm gonna do it with y'all too. A supportive separation system, something that shows couples a path. If couples' paths are completely unresolvable, continuing the fight destroys any remaining peace. What is a framework that we could use to end a relationship without total destruction? What is some game that we could give them, or we could leave them with? Cause we had a nice little conversation about some things, getting it off the table. So, I mean, we're getting it off our chest. Let's put some things on the table.
You said, what can we end it?
Yeah, what can we end it with? As a
What do you-
as a supportive separation system, like a manual that people probably use this episode as type shit.
I'll let Ricky go first.
Go ahead, jump out, Rick.
Let me just make sure I understand. So, what tools can you use to end a relationship peacefully?
Yeah. Called the supportive separation system.
I'm not somebody who ends things peacefully most of the time.
Huh?
I said I'm not somebody who normally ends things peacefully most of the time.
I'm saying you normally wouldn't, and through your experience, all right. Well, I guess that still could be helpful.
I feel like
everybody's story, but
I feel like that the older I got, the more I understand that you can separate from somebody without, and I mean, you can talk to that person after you separate, you might be friends, you don't have to talk to that person. But I think as I got older, it was easier for me to walk away from a relationship more peaceful or knowing how to, because I don't want to see anybody fucked up. And I'm somebody who likes to say a lot of things when I'm mad. That is not always truthful. But I would say that if you have understanding and commitment and communication and everything we were kind of talking about earlier, if you're at peace, if you can communicate and you can problem solve, you should be able to walk away from a relationship without trying to harm that other person or negatively leave that relationship. Not every relationship is meant to be forever. So if I used to look at it as more of, I want to be with you, you fuck me over, fuck you, I'm going to do whatever I can do. But now I see it more as the aspect of, I want to be at peace and I want to be happy as well. So me fucking you over, me destroying you is not going to make me move on and be happy with somebody else. So I feel like you really just have to look at a lot of things when you're walking away from a relationship. And again, it goes back to what we were talking about the other night. What part did you play in that relationship not being successful? So if you played a part in that, you should be able to walk away peaceful with that. And yet, I think that a lot of times people run on emotions, and that's why when they separate from somebody, they want to wish bad or they want to do bad or they want to see you do bad because I'm running on emotions. Just because you're walking away from a relationship doesn't mean you stop loving that person. And it took me a long time to understand that. So I would definitely say that some tools that you can use is be at peace with yourself, accept accountability for the things that you played, why that relationship didn't work out, and just know that you both can separate and you can still be great and you can still maybe find somebody else that fits into what you're looking for in a relationship and be successful in your own life.
Respectful.
For me personally, I think it's more or less about, I think it's like saying, hey, I genuinely love this person and I don't want to hurt this person. And I don't think that this person, I think that I do think of malice or intention when I think of somebody hurting me. And I might not feel like this person is purposely doing it. I feel like they just being themselves a lot of times, maybe. So for me, it's like, all right, we're not going to be together, but let's make it so that the to me, when like we talked about it in the other show too, it's funny. A waste. So if you've been with somebody for a certain amount of time and y'all accomplished those things, let's not make that a waste now by tearing those things down or stopping that. Yeah, we did those. Let's make those things. We did that. That's what we were successful at. What we were successful at this other thing, and not let's not devalue those things we were successful at because we wasn't successful at this one thing. I think that a lot of times in this culture of America, or even all over, relationship is about ownership. You know, but if you was getting rid of a car, you're not going to purposely just crash the car into a tree because you can't own the car anymore. You know, and I think that it's always a chance to maybe get back together. So I don't want to leave this situation in a way that, hey, we can't now, we gotta hurt each other. So now it's some animosity, or we can't be friends now. You know, maybe we'll be better friends than we were in a relationship, and then maybe we'll be better as friends. But in this world where you're not gonna find a lot of people who care for you or care about you, I think to just cut somebody off because they don't fit into a box that you think they should fit into of what you think is right and wrong, I think that's just very fucked up because I feel like you might not fit in the box of what the same way they don't fit into a box of what you think is right and wrong. How you know you fit into the box of what they think is right and wrong? That's assumptionist. You know, a lot of times I feel like people argue with people and don't think about how many they just think they never thinking about how many arguments this person has avoided with me. You know, how many times has this person not argued with me when I did something they didn't like? Everything I did was just right. And I think that goes back to what Reese was saying too about thinking I did something, what part did I play in it? So I just think that is about the idea of I don't want to see you leave. I don't want to see you leave this relationship the same way you came in, and I don't want to see you leave worse. I would want to see you leave better because that's what I want to do to somebody. I want to hopefully better that person. That's the whole point of us being together in the first place. So that should be a part of the goals, that we are better from each other. So hopefully, now that we're not going to be together because we couldn't work in that department, doesn't mean that I didn't help better you, or we didn't help better each other, or we're not better than we was, and that I have to now look at you as my enemy, because I don't think that's automatic. Unless you're making yourself my enemy, that's different. If you're purposely making yourself my enemy, then I gotta look at you as my enemy. But if it's just a thing where we're saying, hey, I think you should always never eat the last orange.
This goddamn orange. I'm about to go buy some oranges tomorrow now.
and you think, and no, I'm just saying, like, I think you shouldn't. I think that
we're lucky
huh?
someone's not going bananas.
Yeah, right. I know, I'm just saying, but like, if just because we have a disagreement on what we think is a right way for a person to live and a wrong way for a person to live, it doesn't mean, and we can't be accepting of that of each other, because that was a topic I wanted to do one time too. I didn't write it down yet, but it was about how much love is unconditional, and how much how is a true love come with so many conditions. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I can't love you in a sense of being with you because of your the things you do or don't do or whatever, then how does I still love you? Do I even love you? Who are you? And who do I love? Do I love you, or just the idea of who you could be if I fix you? If I fix this person, they will know not to eat the last orange. They would know to go get some more oranges. And I can love the person who would do that, but can I love the person who's going to next week eat the oranges? And will I find a way to solve that solution? Will I be able to now fix it, or will I not be able to accept that? And if I can accept you for who you are, can I still love you for who you are? In a sense of maybe not love you to be with you, but love you for being who you are. Or am I gonna? Or I'm trying to force you to change, and if you don't change, then I have to destroy you. So no, I don't think that that's a absolute. I think that the thing is saying, hey, I love you for who you are, but I just can't. I can't comfortably be with you while you're being who you are, so I have to separate. And then let's work on that separation together. How do we do that? Hey, can you help me? Is there any way you can help me get another crib? Or can we, if we got more than one room, can you sleep in this room, or can you go on the couch, or whatever? You know what I mean? Keeping it to where it is. So to me, it's like, that's the thing that I think is the thing of when it's like a connection of it. Like, to me, what is important? So that to me is the thing.
Definitely, man. Appreciate y'all. I want to thank y'all. Definitely flying out, landing with me. Leo, shout out to you. Shout out to Bad Guys Pod. Shout out to both of y'all. Tune in. Anybody else? If I ain't get your name or your tag and you viewed, I appreciate you. Don't forget to like more, share more, subscribe if you like the video. Tune into the channel. Then about to. Final thoughts. Separation system. I gave you the resolution agreement. I'll give you a peace protocol. Is immediately you and your partner have to agree to strict boundaries. And this is all for, separating. Strict boundaries immediately. And that's regarding shared friends and social media, so y'all could avoid uh pettiness and public drama. Because if y'all had a thing where y'all are public in the public eye always together, people are going to start getting questions. Well, why y'all not together? Or what's going on? Now I see single on her joint. People's been paying attention to you, and y'all was an influence to people, motivation, inspiration, or whatever. Be mindful of that. That, you feel me? To avoid, breakup drama or whatever. Be mindful of that. Yeah, come up with those. It's like coming up with a story to tell, but it's literally having this honest communication. And next one was form closure, but it's not. That's why I said it's the honest communication that y'all sit down and really have with one another of why none of this thing worked out, and it won't lead to argument. It'll lead to, all right, this is the actual solution that we're gonna come to, wish each other well. You feel me? Not be a part of it no more type shit. Which would lead to my last one is independence. As you are shifting your focus entirely onto yourself, what you did and grew from, and about to become, this is your healing stage. Give yourself time to heal, because everybody coming out of whether it was traumatic or not traumatic, there's still some time to yourself that you need in order to, heal and get yourself right. So for the future you and your future relationship, you'll have better decision making. You dig? Take my notes, take Dirt's notes, take Reese's notes, man. Take heed to it. If the shoe fits, wear it. If it don't, let me know some that you would some of your I don't want to know your experience, but what is something that you can add to the system that can help somebody? Let me know in the comment section. And as we close out today's episode, we have to look at the real pillars of a lasting love: commitment, resolution, communication, and peace. The hardest pill to swallow is that you cannot have peace without open, sometimes painful communication. Too often we see couples who claim they want a lifetime commitment, but they aren't willing to do the daily, unglamorous work of resolving their differences. Like grown adults, we use silence as a weapon, sometimes sex. We let outside voices dictate our boundaries, and we allow unspoken expectations to rot our relationships from the inside out. Real peace isn't the absence of conflict. Sometimes real peace is having the courage to say, we tried, we communicated, but we are choosing to wish each other well. Stop settling for broken communication. Make resolutions to honor your standards and protect your peace at all costs. Drop your takes in the comments. Protect your peace. We'll see you next week. Thank you for flying with us on Land Your Plane podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your destination. Please remain seated until you have properly processed. Keep your mind clear until next time.
Land your plane, land your plane, land your plane.